What's up everyone? In this video I'm going to do a quick review of this breaker bar, and it is actually a really good quality breaker bar, and it's made by Sealey. I don't know if you can see the part number, but it's AK7302, and I've had this now for just under a year. And I can say right off the bat it's brilliant. You know, I cannot fault it in any way, shape or form. As you can see, it is pretty long. I think I'm right in saying it's either 700 or 750 millimeters. And in fact, what I can do, if I just put it down there for a second, is I can measure it. Yeah, 750 millimeter breaker bar, which is pretty massive, especially for just working on cars. And it did come in really handy when I had to loosen up my axle bolt. You know, when you've got this much leverage, it was effortless. And to be honest, when I used it, it didn't even bend at all. There was like no flex in it whatsoever. So just by that alone, I can pretty much say it's worth every penny I paid for it. And it's not like I've paid 100 quid for this. I think it was about 20. So it's not bad at all. Now the head of it is a 1/2 inch drive, which if you're putting that much torque through a bolt, the chances are it's a big bolt and it's going to be a decent sized socket. So a 1/2 inch drive is pretty much what you want. And like I said, I've used this quite a few times now, and it still looks pretty much new. You know, it's still really shiny. You know, it's been dropped, it's been through at the back of the cupboard in the shed, and you know, I'm still completely happy with it. It's not like any of the chrome coatings come off it at all. There's barely any scratches. I mean, it is pretty heavy. I mean, if you got a whack over the head with it, it would cause some damage, but that's not what it's used for. Even the handle is comfortable. And I can say the only thing with doing a review on something like this is there is only very little things you can actually say about it. You know, other than me singing the praises of it. You know, when you can get something like this for 20 quid, I really don't understand why you'd spend that massive amount of money on a snap-on, because this is just everything that you'd need. I mean, the heads do break, but with this they are pretty easy to replace, and a new head's about a £5. So again, you cannot complain at that. All it is an Allen bolt that goes through, a couple of washers, and that's it. Now the only downside with this, and it's not even a downside with that, is that for a lot of the things I need a breaker bar for, it's probably a little bit on the OTT end of the scale. But, you know, it works perfectly. You cannot fault it in any way, shape or form. Yeah, so what can I say? I'd recommend this to anybody. If anyone said, oh, I've got a really stuck bolt, I can't get it off, what tool would you recommend? I'd recommend anybody to go out and buy this. So like I said, I've used it quite a few times now, and everything I've done, it's just stood up to it. Other than me testing this to its breaking point, which I don't see the point in, because I actually like this and I want to keep it and I'm going to use it. I have been using it, so I don't want to break it if I don't have to. But I can pretty much say, if you needed to, you could probably stand on the end of the handle and it's not going to break. That's just how good this thing is. So I'll leave a link in the description on where you can actually find this. You know, I got this on Amazon, and they are pretty cheap. You can get them from the Sealey website, but they're usually a fair bit more expensive. Amazon's the place to go, especially if you know what you're looking for. Just put the model number in, and you can usually find it, and it's usually a lot cheaper than it is actually from Sealey. So yeah, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. See you later, and goodbye.